Hi, I'm Emily from the Blue Mouse, and today I'm going to teach you how to make the beginner knit stitch. So this is a shorter video that just teaches you how to work the knit stitch. If you would like to learn how to cast on, you can see my other videos here. And if you would like a longer, full tutorial on how to work the cast on stitch and knit stitch together, all in one video, you can find that here. So in order to work the knit stitch, you can cast on as many stitches as you want. It doesn't have to be a multiple of anything. So this is very similar to a standard cast on if you've done this before. So I find this easier to demonstrate first with my hand, and then I will show you with the needle. So this is what a knit stitch looks like. And if this was on my needle, I'm going to have a front loop that's closest to me and a back loop. So we call it going into the front loop. So you take your needle and you go into the middle of both of those loops. You see? And then you'll crisscross your needles like this. So before we get started, I'm going to quickly show you how I hold my yarn. So I hold the yarn in my left hand, and so I'm going to pick the working yarn up with my left hand and hold it with my last 3 fingers, just pretty loosely. And then I'm going to take my index finger and go underneath the yarn to tension it. So this will take some practice. Don't expect it to feel super comfortable in the beginning because it won't, but it will come with time and you will get better and better at tensioning. So you may have to readjust your yarn every stitch or every couple stitches, and that is completely normal. So to begin, we're going to be going into the front loop of our first stitch on our needle, and our first stitch is the one closest to the tip of the left hand needle. So it's this one right here. And your stitch, so if we look at it, this side is our front loop and this side is our back loop because this is closest to the front and this is closest to the back. So we hold our yarn in the back, like I just showed you, and we're going to be going into the front loop of this stitch. So here's the front loop. I'm just going to go in between the front and the back loop. So you're essentially just putting the front loop on your right hand needle. It's going to look like this from your perspective, and it will look like your needles are crisscrossed with your right needle under your left. We're going to take our yarn, our working yarn in our left hand, and we're going to bring it from front to back over our right hand needle. So you bring it from front to back over that right hand needle, like that. So now we're going to bring the yarn that we just wrapped over and bring it through the loop on our left hand needle. You'll want to place your index finger on that loop on your right hand needle to keep the yarn from sliding off. So go ahead and pull it through like that. So now you want to slide that loop off of your left hand needle, okay? So bring it to the tip of your left hand needle and just drop it off. So now what you don't want to do is you do not want to go and stick your needle in here. So you can see how you're not going into that stitch. You still have 2 loops here. So if these are the front and back loops, you don't want to go here, right? You want to go in between them, so that you're only picking up the front loop. So I'll show that to you again, and we're going to go into the front loop with our right hand needle and create kind of a crisscross. And now we're going to bring the yarn onto the right hand needle, so from front to back, okay? Now place your index finger on it, and you're going to pull it through the stitch on your left hand needle. So I'll show you a different perspective. So if you look at it, you can see that there's a hole that my thumb is in right now. You're going to pull this loop of yarn on your right hand needle through that hole. So pull it through, okay? And now we still need to get rid of the loop on our left hand needle. So slide it off your left hand needle. So as you create one on your right needle, you get rid of one on your left needle. So again, you go in, place the yarn over, pull through, and then you can kind of just use your right hand needle to slip it off the left, okay? So again, go into the next stitch on your left needle to crisscross them, yarn over from front to back, pull through, take off. Go in, yarn over, pull through, take off the left needle. Go in, yarn over, pull through, take off your left needle. So if you want to get faster at this, You go into the front loop of the next stitch to crisscross your needles like this, and then you just take your yarn with your index finger and you bring it front to back. And then if you pull tight with your index finger, it brings it closer to the hole and you can pull it through. And then slide off, all in one motion, pretty fast, okay? So again, you go into the front loop of the next stitch, you wrap the yarn around with your index finger and you pull it a little tight just to bring it closer to the hole, pull it through the hole, and drop off, okay? So however you find is easiest to do this, go ahead and do that from the beginning. You will get better and you will get faster at this as you go. But those are just two easy ways to do it. One, where you go in and then you wrap the yarn around, hold it with your index finger, pull through and slide off. And then one where you go in through the front loop and you pick it and pull through without using your index finger. And then slide off. And I'll show you how to work the last stitch on the needle, just in case you get confused. So you can very easily see the front loop and then the back loop, okay? So you go in between them, right? Crisscross your needles, yarn over, pull through, and slide off. That's how you do a basic knit stitch. Now you will want to learn how to do a basic purl stitch. These are the two stitches that you will need to know to learn how to knit. Learning both will give you the ability to make different textures. So go on over and watch my video on how to purl. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful and you would like to see more, please like this video and subscribe for more videos like this.